as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Look at him. 56. He can't hang. Gun. He's not going to get me. Kill.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Be a long day for you. Great. 56.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gun. 20. Rush in.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Right at the 80. 56. Here we go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gun. It's just me and you. Great. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Hustle. Check like 33. Express. Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, let's get Gun. Get that ball. That's it. 33. Check like 33. In your face.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Express! 8! Back!
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Ready? 180? Mott's 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
Out of the gun, Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Get in the weight room. 20. 56 looks small. 56 is the mic. Y'all not ready.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Let's go.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Switch. X3.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, Haywood.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Here we go. Check. Topper.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Go! 70, Indy. Watch it. 2-jet bomber. Go!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check. Check out. 8. Express. I got motion. Hey, check my
On the draw, they go to Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
8. Lost. 56. Months 50.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Gun. Gun. Great.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Great. Check like 33. You must be getting tired. Hey! Alert flare.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete. It's Sims. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Newton taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Redskins 7, Giants 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A first down carry for Barkley. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
60 outlaw. General West.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 2nd and 9, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, P. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st down, Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
90, 56. Silver. Watch your ship. Hey, watch your ship. Topper. Mike, 56, right there, 56. You get it. Hey. You get it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check number 6. Now. Smooth.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Great.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Newton. And Walker has it. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mike 56. Who that? Switch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
20. Check 33. 33. Check pass, check pass.
Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On the ground, it's Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense. Gun.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and
8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Great. Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33. On game, play.
From the gun, Newton. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shift. Watch the shift. 8.
Here's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Here we go.
Hey, Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Oh, Trot. Check Mike 33. Check.
Get it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the curl. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Back to throw. And Tate's got it. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Recon, 132 fighters. Hey, team 6. Go.
56.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On the set.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
3rd and long.
Here we go. AT Gator. Go. Hey, exit.
He's back to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch your hands, Giants, right.
On 4th down, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down.
Indy.
Tight ends on Ringo.
Hey, Wahoo. Look at me, Zipper.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age.